Hello friends, myself Hina Desai from Ashramik Vidyalaya. Today we learn Standard 12th English Medium, English subject, chapter number 2nd, Lost Spring. Uh, as we see in our last lecture, that our narrator Anis Jung tell a story about a rag picking boy whose name was Sahib. Sahib's hometown was Dhaka. First they live in Dhaka, but after Sahib's mother to tell him that a stormy wind and all destroyed their field and house. That's why they left this Dhaka. Dhaka means the capital of Bangladesh, and they had come to here in big city for a good livelihood. And after that uh, 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 that our author Anis Jung asked the Sahib why did they not go to school, and Sahib replied that there is no school near my house, that's why I am not going to school. And Anis Jung making fun and ask him half joking way, if I start a school then you will come in my school. That Sahib reply, yes I will. And after some days when Anis Jung uh, after some days Sahib see the Anis Jung and he run and come near to our author narrator and ask him, is your school ready? Then at that time our narrator feeling very bad. She feel embarrassed and say to that rag picker boy means Sahib ki that school building was very big, and that's why it's take to time for build. And at that time narrator feel embrace because they make a fake promise to that boy. And after few days one day narrator asked the name of this rag picking boy, and that Sahib announced very proudly, my name is Sahib A Alam. And the meaning of Sahib A Alam is Lord of the Universe. Here we see that the irony between the Sahib's name and his acute life. His name's meaning Lord of the Universe, and what did he do? He do a rag picking work, and it's this meaning hard to believe this that. And when that boy know his name meaning, it's very difficult to believe that ki name's meaning Lord of the Universe and doing work rag picking. That Sahib roaming here and there with his friend with barefoot. They looking that boys means ki that rag pickers whole group of boy appear like a morning bird and disappear at noon. And one day author asked कि why they were not wearing a chappal. At that time one boy reply that my mother did not bring them down from shelf. And another say she did she give, I will throw it. And third boy comment that I have never in my whole life I don't want शूज़ मीन्स कि उसको उसकी होल लाइफ में कभी शूज़ मिले ही नहीं है. सो एंड अवर ऑथर ट्रैवलिंग सो मैनी प्लेस एट द टाइम सी लुक दैट सो मैनी चिल्ड्रन वॉकिंग barefoot in cities or village road, and see they give only for fake reason, faulty reason to become barefoot. They give an excuse that it was a tradition to stay barefoot, but real explanation is that they they were so poor that they never buy any shoes. So never ending condition of being poverty, that's why they give a fault reason. Now we go further. Here we stop. I remember the story a man from UDP once told me. Ki here our narrator say that she remember a story a man from UDP once time told to her. As a young boy, he would go to school past an old temple where his father was priest. He would stop briefly at the temple and pray for a pair of shoes. So this boy would go to school, and as he was going to school, he had passed by a temple. He had passed by a temple, and in that temple his father was a priest. So what happened? As he was going to school, he does not have a shoes at all. So he was going to school, he stopped at the temple and prays for a pair of shoes. After 30 years later, means कि after 30 years, I visited his town and the temple, which was now drawn in an air of dissolution. So he says that after 30 years, she was able to visit that temple and that town where that temple stood. So that temple was now kind of abandoned and not many people around that temple. Dissolved means कि the state of being empty, कि उसको वो अभी वहाँ खाली है, वहाँ पे कोई भी नहीं रहता. Next line. In the backyard where lived the new priest, there were red and white plastic chairs. Now he says that backyard of the temple, new priest lived, and there were red and white colors plastic chair in front of this house. A young boy dressed in a grey uniform, wearing socks and shoes, arrived panting and threw his school bag on the folding bed. So she saw the new priest and his son had arrived from school. He was wearing an uniform and shoes and socks, all this thing, because he was a school going boy, and he was painting, means कि a heavy breathing. Arrive painting means कि here take short and quick breathing or heavy breathing take. And Asan he come from school, and what he did, he just threw his school bag on a folding bed. Looking at a new boy, that folding bed means कि that was kept at outside. That bed means कि here we see that school going, that priest's son who was in school dressed he come from school and throw his bag on outside of the bed. Looking at the boy, I remember the prayers another boy had made to the goddess when he had finally got a pair of shoes. Let me never lose them. She realized, looking at that boy, Anis Jung, our narrator, remember a prayer of another boy. Which boy? That always pray for goddess to give one pair of shoes. He had made to the goddess when he had finally got a pair of shoes. Then when she looked at that boy, she remembered the story of UDP and what did he pray? Let me never lose the pair of shoes. First prayer is that please God give me a pair of shoes. And now getting a shoes, that boy pray that let me never lose them. And the goddess had granted his prayer. Young boy like the son of the priest now wore shoes, but many other like the rag pickers in my neighborhood remain shoeless. So that means now the temple priest and whose son, the boy has now his shoes and socks and all things. But she says that the rag pickers' condition never changed. They were still the same because they still not have any shoes, and because she know them, because they remain poor. That Anis Jung's neighborhood means कि surrounding areas rag pickers is so poor. That's why they not buy shoes and socks and all things. Next paragraph. My acquaintance with the barefoot rag pickers led me to Simapuri, a place on the periphery of Delhi, yet miles away from it metaphorically. My acquaintance means कि familiarly, knowingly, familiarities with the barefoot rag pickers led me to Simapuri. Because of that, our narrator's familiarities to that barefoot rag pickers boy lead them to Simapuri. So become she know them. Our narrator know that all rag pickers, so she able to go to Simapuri. Where is Simapuri is situated, or where is Simapuri? It's a place on a periphery of Delhi. Periphery of Delhi. Periphery means कि outer area of Delhi, yet miles away from it. Periphery of Delhi, that means another area of Delhi. So though it is situated at the outskirts of Delhi, it seems to be miles away from metaphorically. Metaphorically means कि symbolically कि this Simapuri is situated so miles of away from Delhi, means कि जो दिल्ली जो प्रॉपर दिल्ली है कैपिटल है उससे आउटर एरिया पे जो सीमापुरी है वो है, और सीमापुरी एरिया इज टोटली रैग पिकिंग एरिया. Those who lives here are squatters who come from Bangladesh back in 1971. Here our author says that it comparatively, because Delhi is the capital city of India and it is so very developed comparatively Simapuri. It is very far away from Delhi. So people who is live in Simapuri are a person who unlawfully occupied that area. Here Anis Jung say that those who live here are squatters who come from Bangladesh back in 1971. You underline this line. Those who live here are squatters who came from Bangladesh back in 1971. This MCQ question asked in your exam. The rag pickers have been dwelling in Simapuri since. Option is answer. Your answer is in 1971. Sahib's family is among them, and Sahib's family is one of them. Simapuri was then a wilderness. Wilderness means कि a wasteland. Wasteland means कि वहाँ पे कोई भी नहीं रहता है. वो पूरा जो सिटी है, मेन जो सिटी है, उसके जो बाहर का एरिया है, वहीं पे सीमापुरी है. सीमापुरी वॉज देन अ वाइल्डरनेस. It still is, but it is no longer empty. This wilderness area means कि wasteland area, but still it is not empty. It is full of rag pickers. In structure of mud with roof of tin and tarpaulin, devoid of swag, drainage or running water, live 10,000 rag pickers. So here Anis Jung say that Simapuri area was the wasteland, but still it's not a empty area. In that areas, structure of the house, structures of mud with roof of tin and tarpaulin. कि जो सीमापुरीज एरिया है, वहाँ के जो हाउस है वो किससे बने हैं? मड. और उसका जो रूफ है वो टीन एंड टारपलिन है, उससे बने हुए है. तो आपको यहाँ पे अंडरलाइन करना है कि ये भी एग्ज़ाम आप लोगों की आप लोगों के एग्ज़ाम में ये क्वेश्चन आ सकता है कि जो सीमापुरी के जो हाउस है, ठीक है, वो किससे बने हैं. तो आंसर कि वो जो सीमापुरी के जो हाउस है वो मड एंड जो टीन एंड टारपलिन है, ठीक है, उससे जो उसके हाउस है वो बने हुए हैं. कि नाउ हाँ, कि आप लोगों को ये क्वेश्चन आ सकता है कि द हाउस इन सीमापुरी आर कवर्ड विथ टीन एंड टारपलिन एंड व्हाट इज़ द मीनिंग ऑफ वाइल्डरनेस. तो उसका आंसर आएगा वेस्ट प्लेस. और जो हाउस जो सीमापुरी के हाउस है, द हाउस इन सीमापुरी आर कवर्ड विथ टीन मड एंड टीन एंड टारपलिन, devoid of swage or drainage or running water, leaves 10,000 rag pickers. So how many rag pickers live in Simapuri? So 10,000 rag pickers. So here also you underline the structures of mud with roof of tin and tarpaulin and leave 10,000 rag pickers in Simapuri. So this you underline. So people who live in Simapuri are a person who are rag pickers. They have lived here for more than 30 years without an identity, without permit, but with ration card that gets their name on voters list and enable them to buy grain. Means कि the people who live in Simapuri are a person who unlawfully occupied an uninhabited building, unused land in Simapuri, and Sahib's family also one of them, and they live their last 30 years. Means कि that people had lived and they left his house बिफोर 30 ईयर्स. वो उन लोगों ने जो बांग्लादेश है वो 30 ईयर्स पहले छोड़ दिया था. वो लास्ट 30 ईयर्स से वो लोग यहाँ में सीमापुरी में अब वो रह रहे हैं. एंड वो लोग वहाँ पे कैसे रह रहे हैं? तो दे हैव नॉट एनी आइडेंटिटी. दे लिव हियर फॉर मोर देन 30 ईयर्स विदाउट एन आइडेंटिटी, कि उसकी कोई आइडेंटिटी नहीं है. Without permit means कि legal document. Without the legal document they stay there, and but with ration card that get their names on water. They get only ration card and their name on voter ID, voter list, and enable them to buy a grain. And these ration cards, that's why they able to buy a grain. So here we can say that we can see the condition of that poor rag pickers. And here we see that politics also कि that Simapuri's rag pickers have no identity, but that name in only ration card and voter list. Why only that ration card and voter list? Because that politicians want that what? That's why that's name in voter ID, and they get only ration card, and because of ration card they get grain. Food is more important for survival than an identity. And that rag pickers, that Simapuri's people have food is more important for survival than any identity they have. That if at the end of the day we can feed our families and go to bed without any aching stomach, we would rather live here than in the field that gave us no grain, says a group of women in tattered saris when I asked them why they left their beautiful land of green field and rivers. So here that our narrator says that Simapuri's people, this grain is means that food is more important than they have any identity. If at the end of the day food is more important, survival, having an identity their own, that woman says that they able happy to feed their children, that they can sleep without stomach ache at the night, and they cannot sleep without empty stomach. So that they can say that that woman can say that they left their land, means कि that Dhaka, Bangladesh they live, because that land not give them food, and so they can left away this and come to सीमापुरी. जो सीमापुरी है ठीक है, वहाँ पे उसका जो कोई आइडेंटिटी नहीं है, विदाउट एनी आइडेंटिटी दे गेन फूड एंड सर्वाइवल इजीली. and this and their town means in Dhaka. They could not that land, that field, that not give any grain to them. That one woman give the answer to our narrator. That narrator asked them question why they left their beautiful land and that give then green field and rivers and that house. And at that time one woman replied that they were very happy in Simapuri, because at the end of the day they were able to feed their children and they also able to survive easily. Whenever they find food, they patch their tent and become transit homes. Transit homes means ki temporary home. They can carry away that house where they go. Means ki tent type house. Ki whenever with the place they find that food. That means कि they place they give they find a food at that place. They made that transit homes. Children grow up in them, become parents and survive. And in this house, in this tent, temporary house, children also stay with their parents and survival. And survival in Simapuri means rag picking. And stay in Simapuri and survival in Simapuri, it means only rag picking. This question also asked in your exam. So you underline this sentence. And Simapuri, in survival in Simapuri means rag picking only. Through the years, it has acquired the proper proportion of a fine art. Garbage to them is gold. It is their daily bread of roof over their head. Even if it is a leaking roof, but for a child it is ever more. Here, through the year, it has acquired the proportions of fine art. And garbage is to them is gold. It is their daily bread. Bread means ki here bread means that roti, chapati, that food. And proportion means ki parting. So here also ask a question. Garbage means the goal for that Simapuri's people. And that means after many years people living in Simapuri are trying to know rag picking. And rag picking does be something like an art. It is very skillful to do rag picking for Simapuri's people. So only that people very skillful at rag picking and find out some valuable things from this rag or from this garbage. Garbage to them is gold. Here gold means not a metal gold. This metal gold is very costly. It's compared here gold means ki some valuable things from garbage. It is their daily bread, and this some valuable things from garbage is their daily bread means their food, a roof of their head, even if it is a leak roof, but for a children it is even more. And even that roofs house roofs was leaking, But for children it is very important, because at the end of the day that Simapur is people, that rag pickers people food their children and they were stay there happy. So that's why it's a that in stay in Simapuri is very important and happily for their children and their parents. I sometimes find a rupee, even 10 rupees not, Sahib says, his eyes lighting up. This line you have to underline. I sometimes find a rupee, even a 10 rupees not, Sahib says, his eyes lighting up. Means कि when narrator asks, at that time Sahib reply, Sahib finding rupees, even 10 rupees not in this garbage, and saying that Sahib's eyes lighting up. So question asked in your exam in MCQ question कि why did Sahib go through garbage dump? So your answer is to find rupees not, to find 10 rupees not. And what is the meaning of lighting up? This lighting up is phrase. This also asked in your exam. When you can find a silver coin in a heap of garbage, you don't stop scrounging for there in hope of finding more. Or when our narrator, when that Sahib, that rag picker boy is finding sometimes silver coin in hope of in garbage, so that's why he did not stop the scrounging in garbage. They hope for finding more valuable thing in garbage. It seems that for children, garbage has a meaning different from that it means to their parents. And this garbage is a very, and that finding something valuable thing from garbage, its meaning different from their parents and from their children, because parents finding from garbage is one thing and children finding in garbage it's another thing for them. So both meaning means कि finding from garbage any valuable things, it's means different for both. For the children it is wrapped in wonder. You have to underline this. For the children it is wrapped in wonder. For the elders it is a means of survival. This question asked in your examination MCQ question. According to the author, what was garbage for the parents? So parents means of survival. This parents means of survival. And according to the author, what was a garbage for children? For children, a wonder. कि both meaning were different. For the children, it is a wonder. Means कि finding some valuable things and sell them and became happy. There are another side that parents it's important for parents to survival, because finding some valuable thing for garbage and sell them and get the food, roti, chapati, and that all things for their children. So it is a very very important things for parents. Simple question in question asked in exam is very important question. This is asked in 2 marks also, both question connecting. And what was the, according to the author, what was a garbage for parents and children, this also asked. So for children, wrap in wonder, and for parents, means of survival, means key to get food, clothes, and shelter. Next paragraph. One winter morning, I see Sahib standing by the fence gate of the neighborhood club, watching two young men dressed in white playing tennis. I like the game, he hummed, content to watch it standing behind the fence. So one winter morning, our narrator Anis Jung find that Sahib was standing near the fence gate club and watching that two young men dressed up white and playing tennis. And Sahib look at them and murmur that I like the game. He hums. Hums means ki he murmured that ki I like this game, that football. He hums, content to watch it standing behind the fence. I go inside when no one is around. He admits the gatekeeper lets me use the swing. That Sahib replied that I like this game. He murmured, and standing and watching this game, standing behind the fence and watching this game. And he also said that sometimes I go inside when no one is around this ground. And at that time, that gatekeeper, that watchman allow me to go inside that ground. And sometime I used to swing also. Sahib too is wearing tennis shoes that look strange over his discolored shirts and shorts. Sahib also wearing this tennis shoes, and it's look very strange because his discolored shirts and shoes. His shirts color is very dirty and shoes colors white, so contrast between them, that's why it's not matching and it look very strange. Someone gave them to me, he says in the manner of an explanation. And that Sahib replied that someone gave to me that pair of shoes. The fact that they are discarded shoes from some rich boy who perhaps refused to wear them because of a hole in one of them does not bother him. Discard means ki thrown away. Discarded means ki thrown away. says that someone gave it to me, but real means not one rich boy threw away that pair of shoes because in one shoes there was a hole. That's why that rich boy threw away. And Sahib find it from garbage. And this hole is not mine for that Sahib. For one who has walked barefoot, even shoes with a hole is a dream come true. Even Sahib has not a pair of shoes. So for him it's a blessed because walking barefoot it's very hard. So in the hole of shoes and that's boy thrown away. But that Sahib's ड्रीम कम्स ट्रू कि चलो मुझे तो ये अच्छे वाले शूज़ मिल गए. जो हॉल है वो उसके लिए वो ज़्यादा मायने नहीं रखता कि चलो हॉल वाले तो हॉल वाले कि लेकिन शूज़ तो मिला, अब बेयरफुट नहीं रहना पड़ेगा. But the game he is watching so intensely is out of his reach. चलो शूज़ तो मिल गए, बट जो वो गेम देख रहा है ये वेरी इंटेंसली इट्स नॉट फॉर हिम कि वो उसके लिए जो उसका जो ड्रीम है वो तो उसके लिए ट्रू नहीं हो सकता. This morning, Sahib is on his way to the milk booth. In his hand is a steel canister. Canister means ki container. So one day in the morning, Anis Jung see that Sahib is on the way of milk booth, and at that time in Sahib's hands a steel canister means ki steel container. I now walk in a tea stall down the road, he says, pointing in the distance. Ki Sahib say that I am working in a tea stall, pointing that this tea stall I am working. I am paid 800 rupees and all meals. Sahib also added that ki I am paid 800 rupees and all my meals. You underline this, ask in your exam. This question ask in your exam. This MCQ based question ke how many rupees Sahib get for month. So 800 rupees. Sahib reply say to Anis Jung that I get 800 rupees and all my meals at that job. Does he like the job? I ask. Narrator asked ki do you like this job? His face I see has lost the carefree look. Or author notice that Sahib's face not a carefree looks. The steel canister seems heavier than the plastic bag he would carry so lightly. And our author also noticed that steel canister is heavier than the plastic rack picking bag he would carry on slightly over his shoulder. The bag was his. The canister belonged to the man who owns the tea shop. Sahib is no longer his own master. Because here this canister means ki steel container is very small. And this rack picking plastic bag is very big. But this plastic bag is very lighter than this canister. It means that ki now when Sahib was doing rack picking, at that time he put plastic bag on his shoulder and all work. At that time he was his own master, but now Sahib is no longer his own master. बीस की जो स्टील कैनिस्टर है मीन्स कि स्टील कंटेनर इज नॉट इट्स ओन बट this steel canister means steel container was the owner of a tea stove. So Sahib obey the all things of his master. That owner of the tea stallers obey all the order. That why Sahib's not looking happy. So here we stop. Thank you very much.